Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, breaking news. So the latest reports suspect and are out that Meghan and Harry have actually jumped ship or are planning to jump ship and ditch LA due to struggling with their privacy and go to New York. Now, when I think about it, this makes sense. I do believe that there is going to be a move to New York after lockdown, or could have already happened, because we know now they're hanging around with the likes of Oprah. She can get anything done. Tyler Perry, he can get anything done. These people have private planes. They can pretty much do what they want. They're a law unto themselves. It says here, this is an article that I was reading. Brittany Barger of Royal Central said Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are likely to move to New York City if they try to leave California, as people won't be bothered with them there. We know that in New York they have some real money. Mr. Quinn, a royal author, spoke about the couple's move to the US and said he thinks Prince Harry will be a lost soul in the US and the experience will be far worse for Harry in America than Meghan in England. I just think that there is truth in this. I think he was saying this in regards to them possibly moving to New York. I think that Harry is definitely struggling in LA. It's really alien to the life that he would have had. I know it's always warm, but it's very much a, what's the word for it? They're going to be getting hounded by the media. They're going to be getting chased and stalked and followed around, and they've probably seen the drones swarming around the mansion, trying to get that perfect image. In fact, they have actually caught images of Harry playing with the dogs in their expansive mansion, Tyler Perry mansion. And I think that is getting on his nerves. I think if they go to New York, they're not going to be feeding themselves to the wolves the way in which they are right now. They could get a nice high-rise penthouse suite style apartment and have all the same luxurious facilities but have some privacy. So it says here, Princess Diana's biographer Andrew Morton told the Sunday Times he disagreed with the claims that Prince Harry will be flavour of the year. Mr. Morton said people will want to see them and know them, and added Prince Harry and Meghan will fit right in with the billionaires and the millionaires of the US. I think that they probably will fit in. I think they probably will get a lot of invitations to these highbrow events. But it's not necessarily about fitting in. It's about working. We know that they need to go out there. They want to become financially independent and they need to work and they need to be in a constant flow of work because they like to spend a hell of a lot of money. This is a couple that is very discontented and, in loads of people's opinions, very disgruntled and ungrateful with the generosity that has already been shown to them in the millions and millions of pounds. So this couple doesn't need to just be the popular kid on the block. They need to be getting jobs. That's the real question that everyone's asking. How are they going to stay in work? Meghan Markle is not really, she doesn't have a track record of being an award-winning, Oscar-holding actress. So what is she going to do? She can't really go back to working on a small series like Suits, because if she does that, she will not be able to maintain, not even for a week, the life that she's accustomed to living. This is a lady who likes to charter private planes that cost £500,000 per flight. Yes, you heard that correctly. The type of planes that Meghan and Harry are flying around on cost around £40,000 an hour to charter. Now, if you're taking long haul flights, you do the maths. 10 hours, £400,000 or more, right? He also hinted at a move for the royal couple, who he's sure will be breakfast in New York and dine in LA. So we can see the expenses of the taxpayer. And I can see them doing that. I can see Meghan saying, oh, what do you think, H? Let's go to New York. Let's stay there for a week. Let's jump on a private plane. Let's go back to, I don't know, the Keys, for instance. Let's jump on a private plane. Let's go to the Florida Keys. Let's have a little trip to somewhere in Waikiki or Maui, right? You can see this. You can see this is the life that they want to live. This is the life that they was already living when they was in the UK. They wasn't here much. They was going to Lake Como with the Clooneys. This is what they like to do. Brittany Berger added, several in Hollywood are making the move to Nashville as it's more laid back and the paparazzi aren't there. But I don't see that for Harry and Meghan. It's a great city, but I don't think it would be on the radar for the Sussexes. I think the most likely is New York if they were to make a move. And I think she's right. They want to be in the hot spots wherever they are. They want to be in the hottest places, and they do not want to be starved of paparazzi and media attention. They like the frenzy. They like the drama. They say they don't, but they love it. They want to be hounded. They won't be in LA right now. I just think they want that hysteria. And I think being in a big city like New York is going to give them that thrill. It's more compact. It's more compounded. There's a lot more people. I definitely think this is on the horizon. So these are just a couple of things that I read. We know that New York is very expensive and generally the most expensive city in the US for both travelers and residents. So I've heard this. I haven't personally been to New York myself. I would love to go and see it one day. And it is rumoured to be extremely expensive, especially living costs. From what I've seen, it is extremely expensive. You can buy a shoebox apartment and the minimum price will be £1.5 million. Don't quote me on that, but this is what I've seen. It says here, New York City is the world's only city with more than 100 billionaires. I know this probably is more than likely true. There are a lot of wealthy people. We have Jay-Z with the Empire State Building. Don't quote me on that. But we know that New York is a place for the movers and the shakers. So it carries on to say, that's more billionaires than nearly every country in the world besides the US, China and Germany. And the average cost to park a car long-term in New York City is over $606 a month. Also, the average price of homes listed in Manhattan is nearly $1.5 million, more than 5 times the typical national price of homes listed. So there we have it, guys. I think New York is definitely up Meghan Street. I think that LA may be a bit too relaxed for her. It may be a bit too chilled out for her. She's probably missing and craving the close proximity of the hysteria of the media, of the paparazzi, and that is where they probably think they're going to get a lot more work, because in New York you have the Broadway and the theatre productions, and I imagine there's loads and loads of casting agents, head offices there for film production companies. So there's probably some kind of connection that she wants to exploit. She's probably got her schedule listed out to spend at least a couple of weeks, 4 weeks in New York to close some business deals, do some speeches. So I definitely think they're going to be looking to be buying a penthouse out there. And it just disgusts me really, because we know that they're going to jump on another private plane, charter their whole life across to New York, and they are claiming that Tyler Perry allowed them to charter this plane for free all the way back to his mansion in LA. I don't believe this to be true. I definitely think that they are paying rent on that home, and I definitely think that they paid him some kind of compensation for, it could have been a £250,000 flight on his private plane, and from what I've seen online, It looks extremely beautiful. It looks very nice. Meghan and Harry like to spend money. They love to be in the money and they want to feel like stars. They want to feel like A-listers 24/7. I think it's definitely going to be a breakfasting in New York for 6 weeks. They just want to live the typical millionaires, no responsibility, teenage kind of lifestyle, right? Where you don't think about the bills, you ring dad up, money gets wired to your account, and you continue on your merry, happy way. They come across as two people who just want to live the life and not do any of the work. So this is what's going on, guys. It just, I don't know, it's beggars belief that these people even have the front still to be extracting so much money from the taxpayer to live this really jet-setting life. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys, and I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.